Hello everyone and welcome to night number 1 of our Montreal Mayhem pay-per-view, and tonight we will get the retribution that Bret Hart has so desired for many years against Vince McMahon. And here we go then, kicking the show off with Owen Hart versus Sami Zayn. Both these guys do need the ranking points. If I look at the rankings now, where are we? Sami Zayn currently sat on -2 at the moment. Owen Hart sat on 0. Owen with 1 win, 1 loss. Sami Zayn with 1 singles loss and 1 tag loss as well. So both of these guys would very much like these ranking points to help them move forward. Both, I think, will be involved. I am looking at possibilities of the way to do our Dusty Classic Tag Team Tournament. I'm thinking of going a bit big and over the top, though. Sounds about right for me, doesn't it, normally? So, yeah, I'm going to have a look at that. But I think that all of these guys could be involved in that somewhere. Owens and Zayn as a tag team. Owen Hart and British Bulldog as a tag team as well. So, there's a lot of possibilities in the future. And Sami Zayn in control of Owen Hart here. Not what I expected to see. I mean, Owen, I spoke about his ability beforehand, haven't I, and how good he actually was, and how it was such a shame that obviously he left us the way he did, and there could have been so many massive matches. I think I said about this the other day, didn't I, with Bret Hart. I don't think Bret would have done terrifically well in the Attitude Era in WWF. I don't think his character would have fit that well. Owen, on the other hand, Owen would have thrived in the Attitude Era. Could have had some incredible matches with Owen. And we will do as part of this SWE. We'll squeeze Owen Hart in as many matches as we can. Why not? That's the whole point of this, isn't it, really? To showcase our abilities. Owen Hart now front chancery and taking Sami Zayn down into an armbar. So tonight, matches. Let's have a look at the matches. We have got this match, obviously. We're having this match right now. After this one, we're going to have a tag team match between Edge and Christian going up against Evil Uno and Stu Grayson in an all-Canadian tag team battle. Then we've got a fatal 4-way women's match with Beth Phoenix, Natalya, Trish Stratus, Maryse, all of those 4 ladies in an elimination match, that is. The winner of that one will get Kairi Sane tomorrow night in the main event for the Women's Championship. And the main event, as we discussed, Bret Hart will go one-on-one against Vince McMahon, looking for some retribution for the classic Montreal Screwjob. So it should be a fun night tonight. I've got a 3-night show for you, so yeah, we've got this show tonight. Tomorrow, the main event will be the Women's Championship match, Kairi Sane defending against the winner of tonight's Fatal 4-Way Elimination. And then on the final night, we'll have a few more, but we'll see how this week goes, I suppose. We'll see how this week goes. I am planning on having Dino Bravo versus Hulk Hogan, which is a match that not many people probably think of. But it was a match that was due to happen in the late 80s or early 90s. With Dino Bravo in Montreal with Hogan. But I think WWE pulled the plug on it in the last minute because they're worried that Dino would get so much of a home crowd reaction it wouldn't make Hogan look very good. And of course, on the final night, Bret will be defending his SWE Championship as well. Not quite sure who against yet. I'm going to see if anyone sort of impresses incredibly over the weekend. Or if anything pops up storyline-wise, you never know. Owen Hart now stalking Sami Zayn. What is he looking for here? He gets a hold of the legs. He's looking sharpshooter, but he's so close to the ropes. It's going to be an instant break, is it? No, it's not. Sami can't quite reach the ropes. Sami taps. Okay. Well, there we go. Sami does tap out to Owen Hart. Owen Hart gets the victory, which is something he needed. And Sami Zayn drops another loss, which puts Sami Zayn now to -3, which is, well, the only person lower than him is Cody in the ranking. So Sami Zayn will not be happy with that. I think he goes equal with Sting, and is anyone else on -3? I'm sure there must be. Daniel Bryan's on -3 as well. So I think we're going to start doing as well this week is we'll start doing an extra show, and I'll talk about that in the next match. And here we go then, tag team action. Right, have we seen... Okay, this is Edge and Christian's first match. We have seen the Dark Order before so far. They have a loss on their books. Let me just put Edge and Christian on here. And the tag team is called Edge and Christian. There we go. And they are tag team number 20 to feature so far. So yeah, this should be an interesting one. Dark Order, like I said, currently on -1. I believe... Oh, my memory's letting me go now. Did they lose against... I want to say they lost against the Wyatt family. I might be wrong. It was back at the Brody show, I think. I don't think we've seen them since. And this is a brand new Dark Order. Diffract, the incredible core maker, is back at hard work doing AEW stuff. He's also created a new Reynolds and Silver as well as a Colt Cabana as well. So we nearly have the entire Dark Order. Hopefully he's going to start working on 10 soon, which should be a pretty easy one, to be honest. Being master in that, it's a pretty simple one, I think. Alan Angels has a pretty decent one of those somewhere as well. And I think we've got the entire Dark Order now. Of course, we've got Mr. Brody Lee already. So like I was saying at the end of the last match, I'm thinking of doing an extra show. I was going to do this pay-per-view to pay-per-view. But having the rankings, I feel like we do need that extra show just to help us. So what I'm going to start doing is I think every Wednesday, I think I'm going to do an SWE Dark, where it's solely going to be about building ranking points. So it's going to be one of those sort of shows where it's going to be big name versus smaller name. It's going to be like that sort of way just to try and build them up. But because we need to obviously build up momentum and that sort of stuff and build up the people we want to see move forward. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. That'll start this Wednesday coming, I think. I've got a few ideas. I'm not sure whether to use my own dodgy cause or to use real people, though, to be honest. I don't want to subject too many real people to being like jobbers, but I feel like it's probably a good way to sort of move people around so they're in the right order. Because at the moment, Cody is rock solid bottom of the rankings on -4. Yeah, you got someone like Big Boss Man on +3 at this moment. So it's yeah, it's sort of way we can move those people around, I think. And obviously build some people up for future stuff we want them to do. Moment, Edge and Christian doing incredibly well here in the ring. This one, you would imagine Edge and Christian would be the favourites for this one, based on the stats they have. Both former world champions as well. So I think Edge is like an 88, 89 or something like that, isn't he? So, I mean, in theory, they are they're the favourites for this match. But I'm pretty happy with this brand new Dark Order. They look pretty cool. And there's a big move there by Uno as Grayson had Christian down. I thought Uno was going to go for the pin there for a second. Christian held a neck breaker on Grayson. Christian now just staring over the grounded Grayson, which is interesting. Nice splash to the back. And Christian now wrenching back at the head of Stu Grayson, middle of the ring. Edge taking Uno up on the outside. Christian with a knee in the side of Stu Grayson. Oh, Grayson gets a boot in the face there by Christian and then dives in with a beautiful drop kick. Very high and mighty. And a pop-up powerbomb there by Uno. Rake to the eye of Edge and a poke to the eye of Edge as well before flattening him. As now, big backstabber by Grayson on Christian. This could be the opportunity. There's the pin. Edge is down. Grayson with a pin on Christian. And Grayson with a win on Christian. That was a massive win for the Dark Order. They really did need that. And it means that Edge and Christian are going to get a minus point here while we will see a plus point for both Grayson and for Evil Uno. Right, so minus point for Edge for a tag team loss. Minus point for Christian for a tag team loss. And a plus point for Evil Uno for a tag team victory. And a plus point for Stu Grayson for a tag team victory. And in the tag team rankings as well, a plus point and a minus point given. And we can refresh the rankings. There we go. Of course, if you're interested in the rankings, you can check them out in the description down below. Just be aware that there may be spoilers in some of the... If you just want to look at the rankings, then fair enough. But there may be some spoilers in some of the other screens where you've got champions and event winners and stuff like that, so be careful. I have marked them with the word spoilers, so you don't have to click on them. But you'll be able to see the rankings, the male, female, and tag team rankings. But let's move on. And here we go then, match number 3 of the evening, a women's fatal 4-way elimination. So of course a bonus point for each elimination and an extra point for winning the match as well. This is our first proper singles match, I would say, if you don't really include the Rumble. We had the 30-woman Rumble to crown our first champion. This is the first chance they're getting to show their ability. 4 great Canadian female wrestlers. And the winner of this one, like I said, of course, will be main eventing Night 2 of Montreal Mayhem against Kairi Sane to fight for the SWE Women's Championship tomorrow. Right then, let's see how this pans out. Let's see who does well. Of course, from the Rumble, Beth Phoenix is doing incredibly well. She's on +4. She got 5 eliminations in the Rumble, which was incredible to see. Natalya didn't do much in the Rumble. She did get eliminated. Trish got 2 eliminations. And Maryse was not part of the Rumble, so this is Maryse's debut. So this should be fun. Natalya taking Maryse down face first. Maryse is back up though on her feet, and wasn't Maryse like the longest running... I've never actually seen Maryse wrestle, I don't think, to be honest, but wasn't she like the longest running ever WWE champion or something? Was that right? Something like that, I'm sure it is. Beth Phoenix and Natalya, of course, very good friends. As Natalya now with a big Alabama slam on Trish Stratus. Such a common way of saying Trish Stratus. I don't know why it came out so common. Nice sit-out slam there by Natalya. I'm a great fan of Natalya. I don't think she's been given as many opportunities as she should be in. I think that she's such a natural talent. I really would love to have seen her dominate the women's division. I mean, we see a lot of Bayley and Charlotte and Sasha. Natalya can go with them easily. She's got great power. She's got great strength. She's got great technical ability. And she's a really, really good babyface with it as well. So I'd love to see Natalya do well. Of course, he will end up having a women's tag team championship at some point as well. So Natalya and Beth Phoenix will be a team in that. Maryse just getting the 2 count. Nice drop kick to the back of Beth Phoenix there by Maryse, who's now stalking Beth. This would be... I would put Maryse down as the underdog in this one, in my opinion. But like I said, I never really saw her wrestle, so she might be a lot better than I'm giving her credit for, to be honest. You'll have to let me know if you know much about her. There's the pin. It's a very cocky pin here on Beth Phoenix. And Beth kicked out. You'd have to think that if she went for the proper pin there, she'd have a much better chance of getting the victory. Nice backbreaker there by Maryse as a ref getting down to count the pin by Trish on Natalya, and Natalya's out. Well, there's me talking Natalya up all the time, and Trish Stratus gets the point for the elimination. We're down now to 3 ladies. Proper commentator's curse, that, wasn't it? I was talking about how much I thought Natalya was a fantastic talent, and then she gets pinned and loses. So down to 3 then. Trish Stratus, Beth Phoenix, and Maryse. Who's going to come out of this one on top and get the match against Kairi Sane? I think no matter what happens, it's going to be pretty good either way, isn't it? No questions asked there. Beth rolling through, taking Trish out. Beth again, another very strong, dominant female. Taking Trish up and drops her. Oh my god, dropped her neck first across that middle rope. That was the Glam Slam, I believe. Is that the right one? Oh, only a 2 count. Trish had enough to kick out of that. Big clothesline by Beth, bringing Maryse up to a seated base. Now twisting that neck. Beth now slamming the arm of Maryse into the mat. Now catching Trish. Really wrenching the arm and using that strength fantastically well. Lifting Trish up and dropping it onto Maryse. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone there. That wasn't a sexist comment, by the way. I know it sounded it after a while, but double-handed choke slam. And now Beth Phoenix locking in that reverse dragon sleeper hold on Maryse. Beth is looking incredible here, and Maryse able to break free by lifting her knees up and catching Beth in the face. Oh, Maryse, what a big kick right to the face of Beth Phoenix. Beth got rocked there. She don't look too steady on her feet either now. Maryse now just stamping on the neck of Beth Phoenix. Beth with the jawbreaker fighting back. Trish now grabbing hold of Maryse, and Beth takes Trish out. Remember just how many points are available if you are able to win this match and eliminate all 3 of your opponents. That's +4. I mean, Trish has already got +1 out of this. There's still 3 points available. Beth Phoenix is already top of the rankings. Beth Phoenix now with Trish up on the shoulders in the submission hold. I think Trish tapped. Trish tapped out. And that means Beth Phoenix gets the point for the elimination. We're down to our final 2 now then. Maryse versus Beth Phoenix. One of these 2 ladies will main event tomorrow night's show. Beth Phoenix now wrenching the arm. I feel like Beth's one probably deserves it because of how well she did in the Rumble. But we don't give anything away around here. She's got to earn it, and this is the way to do it. She's got to get past Maryse first to prove that she's the best person for the job. Maryse now with that big kick in the face of Beth once again. In with the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Maryse now twisting the head of Beth Phoenix. Slamming the back of the head first into the mat. Maryse now stalking Beth. There's the boot in the gut. Looking for that big DDT. She's hit it. She's hit it. She crawls over into the pin. Again, it's another very casual pin. And straight away, Beth kicks out. I heard a weird cat noise. That was weird. Maryse now heading back into the ring. Up now on to the top. And dives for the elbow. Beth able to avoid. Beth now draping Maryse over the top. Springs her back into the middle. And Beth Phoenix twisting the head of Maryse. Which way is this going to go? It could go either way at this point in time, to be honest, couldn't it? And there's Beth now with Maryse up on the shoulders. This is how she made Trish tap out. Will she do it again? She does. Beth Phoenix gets another elimination and the win to the match, which really does put Beth Phoenix right at the top of the rankings now. Maryse with the loss on her debut here. And Beth Phoenix goes up to a +7 in the women's rankings now. And Beth Phoenix will also main event tomorrow night's show against Kairi Sane for the SWE Women's Championship. Wow. 2 eliminations and the win then for Beth Phoenix tonight. And Maryse had opportunities. She hit those big DDT a couple of times in this match, but she goes for this very casual, cocky pin, not putting the pressure on the shoulders like you should do. And I think that cost the match here this evening. So there we go. Beth Phoenix will go on to face Kairi Sane tomorrow night. And we are on to tonight's main event now as we move on to Bret Hart versus Mr. McMahon. And here we go then, Bret Hart one-on-one against Mr. McMahon. Bret looking for a chance to get some retribution, like I said, for many years ago, back at the Montreal Screwjob. And here we are back in Montreal, and Bret gets the opportunity. And as you can see, he's not going to make it easy for Vince. He's going to take advantage of this situation. Dropping an elbow right in the face of Vince as well. Oh, you've got to be joking. As Shawn Michaels' music hitting, of course, Bret beat Shawn at the Rumble a few days ago. And there is Shawn. Oh! Shawn with a sweet chin. I don't think the ref properly saw it, but Shawn with the sweet chin music. And Bret able to kick out, and Shawn is... Wow. Obviously, Shawn was a very big beneficiary of the Montreal Screwjob. Maybe looking to return a favour here. And how's that going to affect Bret? I mean, he's continuing on. Shawn has left. Shawn's gone back to the backstage area. But now Bret has retaken control of this match. And I think Shawn may have just peed Bret off more than anything, to be honest. Bret is looking even more aggressive now than he was before this match began. This is just crazy, isn't it? Shawn Michaels interfering in this match. And Vince now getting back in control here with the choke on Bret. But Bret with the jawbreaker. I mean, if Vince gets a win here, I'm not saying Vince is going to get a championship match, but this will be pretty insane. But, I mean, the damage has been done to Bret already, to be honest. And you never know, this might actually be the opportunity for Vince to pick up a massive victory. But Bret now... Oh, Bret going into a figure 4 leg lock here on Vince. The cat just sneezed. That was really weird. And yeah, Vince is doing incredibly well here, actually. Like I said, the damage has been done to Bret with that sweet chin music, and he's going to be rocked from that still. And a superplex there by Vince. There's the pin for the 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Yeah, it's definitely catching up with Vince now, isn't it? With Bret, should I say, sorry. Vince now brings Bret back up to a standing base. Slamming the face of Bret into the turnbuckle pad. Mr. McMahon now. So he'll take that top turnbuckle pad off and he'll try and use everything he possibly can to his advantage. Heaven forbid Vince should get a clean victory. There's no way Vince is going to get a clean victory, is there? Let's face it. He's going to have to use some sort of skullduggery. And there he is, sending Bret into the corner that he took the pad off of. And Bret's spine smashes the steel linkage there, holding the ropes together. And Bret looking maybe for an atomic drop of Vince with the elbow in the back of the head. And like I said, that sweet chin music just seems to have rocked Bret. And now Vince with a leg breaker. Vince is in firm control now. Again, taking another turnbuckle pad off. Vince just demolishing the arena. But, I mean, you can't hold... Just Bret himself, come on. Let's face it. Vince sending Bret to the outside. I'm incredibly impressed with Vince. I really thought, I thought Bret would win this one easily, and obviously the effect that Shawn Michaels has had on this match makes it a little bit more difficult. Bret now with the Saito suplex on the outside, dropping Vince back of the head first and neck first into the matting. Very, very thin matting here, of course, as always. Bret now brings Vince back up to a standing base. And he takes him up into that big pile driver. There we go. Bret looks like he's turned this one back around. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, I need a 2 count. Wow. Vince kicking out of that big pile driver. Nice Russian leg sweep by Bret as well. And Bret in firm control. Looks like a matter of time before he can finish off Vince here. Looking for that backbreaker. Maybe Bret has finally kicked that sweet chin music. Maybe not though. Vince with the uppercut. Now with a boot in the gut. And now Vince. Vince just pedigrees Bret. Vince pedigreed Bret. Vince with a pin. 1, 2. Oh my God. Oh my God. Vince McMahon has just handed Bret Hart his very first defeat here in SWE. Bret Hart's first pinfall defeat has come from Vince McMahon. However, let's not forget about the damage done by Shawn Michaels earlier on in this match. Let's not forget about that. That massive sweet chin music. Of course, this is a non-championship match. The belt does not change hands here. But that big sweet chin music really changed the complexion of this match. And you'd have to say it wasn't a clean victory. So, I have a plan. I have a plan, believe it or not. On night number 2 of Montreal Mayhem, we will see Vince McMahon teaming up with Shawn Michaels in a tag team match against Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. If Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart win that match, we will have a 20-minute Iron Man Hell in a Cell match on night 3, where Bret will have Vince one-on-one inside the cell for the SWE Championship. If Vince and Shawn win that match, then Bret will have to defend that belt in the same match but against Shawn Michaels. So it's a big, big match tomorrow night. Bret and Neidhart versus Vince and Michaels. And the winner of that one, of course, defines who goes for the SWE Championship on night number 3. Well, there we go. That was a very peculiar end to the night. And for the second time in history, Vince has managed to screw Bret Hart once again in Montreal. Good night.